If you're over 60 and waking up each morning feeling sluggish, weaker than usual, and noticing that there's less blood flow where it really matters, don't be so quick to blame your age. What's really going on is something most men never see coming. The truth is, many older men are unknowingly depriving their bodies of circulation during the night, the one time when the body is built to heal, recover, and restore. All it takes is one spoonful of the right nutrient-rich food before bedtime to begin reversing this silent problem. I'm speaking to you not just as a health educator, but as someone who's worked with men for over 3 decades, helping them regain their physical strength, mental clarity, and masculine energy. While most men are taught to focus on morning habits, exercise, vitamins, coffee, and energy boosters, the real transformation happens at night. Yes, your body has a built-in system that repairs arteries, balances hormones, and improves blood circulation while you sleep, but only if you give it the fuel it needs. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 7 powerful, simple nighttime foods that can revive your energy, rebuild your muscles, and restore blood flow even if you're well into your 70s or 80s. And stay until the end because I'll share a powerful nighttime formula, a recipe I call nature's Viagra in a spoon, that many of my clients say changed how they wake up in the morning. Hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you never miss another tip that could change your life. Type 1 in the comments if you're ready to feel like yourself again, and 0 if you need help with anything specific. I'll be checking the comments myself. Now let's begin with the first thing you need to know: why your circulation suffers at night, and why that's actually your greatest opportunity for a comeback. Why nighttime circulation fails, and how it can be your best opportunity. After age 60, many men start noticing a decline in circulation down there, but most never ask why it happens, or worse, assume it's just an unavoidable part of aging. The truth is far more complex and surprisingly hopeful. You see, blood flow to your intimate areas isn't just about arousal. It's deeply connected to your overall vitality, your identity as a man, and your quality of life. Yet after 60, circulation naturally begins to slow due to a combination of stiffening arteries, reduced testosterone, and lower nitric oxide levels, a compound your body needs to open blood vessels and keep blood moving freely. What's more surprising is that this drop in circulation doesn't get worse at night. In fact, nighttime is when your body is trying the hardest to fix it. One of my patients, Joe, a 71-year-old former firefighter and devoted father, came to me after more than a year of feeling unlike himself. He wasn't just talking about bedroom issues. He felt distant from the man he used to be. When I asked what his nights looked like, he shrugged, saying he usually watched some TV, then went to bed. Like most men, he didn't realize that the hour before sleep is actually one of the body's most powerful healing windows. You see, during deep sleep, your system releases growth hormone, repairs tissue, and rebalances your nervous system. But without the right fuel, nutrients like protein, magnesium, and blood sugar stabilizers, your body can't do the repair work it's designed for. Most men eat the wrong things or nothing at all before bed, leaving their bodies starved when it matters most. Joe changed just one thing. He added a small spoonful of the right nighttime food. Within weeks, he was sleeping deeper, waking up more refreshed, and even regaining that masculine spark. He sat in my office smiling, standing taller, with a confidence in his voice I hadn't seen before. That's the difference one pre-bed habit can make. Now let's talk about what he ate, and what you should be eating tonight, starting with one powerful, underestimated food you've probably had in your kitchen for years. Soft-boiled eggs, the unexpected blood flow booster. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you thought of an egg as a way to reignite your masculinity? Most of us grew up eating eggs only at breakfast, maybe scrambled on Sundays or fried with toast. But what if I told you that one soft-boiled egg at night could outperform a shelf full of supplements when it comes to supporting blood flow and male vitality? One of my patients, Walter, a reserved and skeptical 68-year-old retired math teacher, didn't believe it either. "Doc," he said, "if an egg could help me feel like a man again, someone would have told me by now." I smiled and said, "That's exactly why I'm telling you now. Eggs are more than just protein. They contain leucine, a critical amino acid that supports hormone balance, muscle maintenance, and, most importantly, the release of nitric oxide, the key compound responsible for opening blood vessels and improving blood flow where it matters most. Eggs are also rich in vitamin B12 for nerve sensitivity and arousal, and vitamin D for sustaining testosterone. Soft-boiled or poached eggs, in particular, are easy to digest, allowing your body to absorb and use those nutrients steadily throughout the night. Walter decided to eat 2 soft-boiled eggs every night before bed. No special diets, no big lifestyle change, just consistency. Within 10 days, he noticed fewer nighttime bathroom trips and firmer morning energy. There were no gimmicks involved, just solid science-backed nutrition working in harmony with his biology. It's an empowering feeling when something as small as a spoonful of the right food starts to undo years of decline. And if you thought eggs were impressive, wait until you hear what a single spoonful of the next creamy bedtime food can do to calm your arteries and prime your blood flow while you sleep. Almond butter. The creamy spoonful that relaxes your arteries. Imagine standing in your kitchen late at night, wanting a snack that won't mess with your sleep or spike your sugar. Instead of grabbing chips or sweets, reach for just 1 spoonful of almond butter. That's all it takes. No pills, no hype. Just a creamy natural food that's been quietly sitting in your pantry, waiting to support your blood flow and male health. One of my patients, Carl, a 74-year-old widower who had recently started dating again, came to me looking for answers. Everything seemed fine on paper, normal labs, no major medications, but his energy plummeted in the evenings and sleep was inconsistent. That's when I suggested almond butter. Why? Because this spread is more than a tasty treat. It's a circulation ally. It's rich in magnesium, which helps relax blood vessels and smooth muscles, promoting easier blood flow. It also contains healthy fats needed for hormone production and arginine, an amino acid your body converts into nitric oxide, which directly supports blood flow to the groin area. But the real beauty lies in how 1 tablespoon before bed does multiple jobs at once. It signals your vascular system to unwind, supports steady blood sugar overnight, and nourishes your body quietly as you sleep. Carl began spreading a spoonful of almond butter on whole grain toast about an hour before bed. 2 weeks later, he walked into my office with a glow I hadn't seen before. "Doc, I feel 20 years younger," he told me. And my girlfriend noticed too. That's the power of a well-timed food choice. And if almond butter gently opens the gates, the next bedtime food we'll discuss works even deeper, soothing your system, improving sleep, and giving your circulation the overnight recovery it desperately needs. Tart cherry juice, the sleep-boosting circulation super drink. Tart cherry juice might bring back memories of childhood summers or little glass bottles your mother kept in the fridge, but for men over 60, this deep red drink holds a powerful secret. It's more than a nostalgic flavor. It's a natural solution to poor sleep, weak energy, and fading intimacy. One of my patients, Leonard, a 69-year-old former bus driver, had a booming voice but was silently battling fatigue, restlessness, and a sense that his body was no longer working with him. "My mind's still sharp," he said, "but it feels like my body's checked out." That's when I introduced him to tart cherry juice. This isn't just another trendy health drink. It's loaded with natural melatonin, the hormone your body uses to fall into deep, restorative sleep. It also contains anthocyanins, powerful compounds that fight inflammation and boost nitric oxide production, helping your blood vessels relax and widen naturally. That means better sleep, stronger blood flow, and improved performance in the areas that matter most. All while you sleep. Leonard began sipping a small 8-ounce glass about 30 minutes before bed. Within days, he was falling asleep faster and waking up feeling more refreshed. But after a couple of weeks, something unexpected happened. Stronger morning erections and more physical energy during the day. He looked at me and said, "I didn't expect this much from cherry juice, but I'll take it." That's what I love about tart cherry juice. It's gentle, effective, and naturally aligns with your body's nighttime healing process. Just 1 glass can help you rest better and restore what age has slowly taken. And if you think that's impressive, wait until you learn about the tiny seeds that can shrink your prostate, calm your bladder, and quietly fuel your manhood overnight. Pumpkin seeds, the tiny powerhouse for prostate and sleep. Sometimes it's the smallest foods that carry the most powerful healing. Pumpkin seeds might seem insignificant, just little green snacks you toss aside during fall or ignore in the kitchen cabinet. But for men over 60, these seeds could be a quiet game changer. One of my patients, Don, a 66-year-old retired engineer, came to me complaining that he was waking up 2, sometimes 3 times a night. "By morning it feels like I barely slept," he admitted. But it wasn't just about the sleep. He was also feeling more distant from his wife, more sluggish during the day, and like his masculinity was slipping away. A quick look at his chart showed a slightly enlarged prostate and creeping blood pressure. Not uncommon, but something we could manage. That's when I brought up pumpkin seeds. These little seeds are packed with magnesium, which helps blood vessels relax for smoother flow. They're also rich in zinc, a critical nutrient for testosterone production and prostate health. And perhaps most overlooked, they contain tryptophan, a natural compound that helps produce serotonin and melatonin, both crucial for quality sleep. But that's not all. Studies show pumpkin seeds contain phytosterols, which may reduce prostate inflammation, helping you urinate less at night and improving blood flow where you need it most. Don started eating 1 to 2 teaspoons of raw pumpkin seeds before bed, sometimes plain and other times with half a banana. Within a couple of weeks, his bathroom trips were cut in half. He felt more rested, mentally clearer, and surprisingly more connected in the bedroom. It's like something inside me switched back on, he told me. That's the power of these seeds. Quiet, consistent nourishment that helps your body heal and perform while you sleep. And while pumpkin seeds restore from the roots, the next food on our list offers a smooth, comforting way to rebuild your muscles and hormones all night long. Greek yogurt, the dual protein sleep repairer. There's something incredibly soothing about a bowl of thick, creamy Greek yogurt. It's cool, comforting, and easy on the body. But what most men over 60 don't realize is that it's also one of the best foods you can eat before bed if you're trying to rebuild strength, stamina, and intimacy. One of my longtime patients, Robert, a 70-year-old former football coach with a strong handshake and commanding voice, sat in my office and quietly admitted, "I feel like I'm just fading." His sleep was shallow, his muscles softening, and his relationship with his wife was drifting. "I still love her deeply," he said, "but my body just can't keep up." When I asked what he ate before bed, he looked puzzled and said, "Nothing. I thought eating late was bad." That's a common belief, but in reality, the right kind of nighttime snack can support your body's natural healing rhythms. Greek yogurt is ideal for that. It contains 2 types of protein whey, which digests quickly to support immediate repair during deep sleep, and casein, which breaks down slowly to feed your muscles and tissues throughout the night. That combination ensures your body gets a steady stream of nutrients, right, when it's most active in rebuilding itself. But the benefits don't stop there. Greek yogurt is rich in calcium, which supports blood flow and nerve signaling, and B vitamins, which are essential for testosterone production and energy metabolism. When topped with a few slices of banana, a sprinkle of chia seeds, or a drizzle of honey, it becomes a nutrient-dense therapy bowl, not just a snack. Robert began eating a small bowl about an hour before bed, adding cinnamon and a few fruit slices. After 3 weeks, he told me, "Doc, I'm waking up stronger, my sleep is deeper, and I feel more like myself again." Even my wife noticed. That's the magic of giving your body what it truly needs, in the quietest hour of the day. And while Greek yogurt works steadily through the night, the next food takes things even deeper, targeting testosterone, muscle tissue, and blood vessel strength with every spoonful. Cottage cheese, the quiet muscle builder. There's something old-fashioned about cottage cheese, like a throwback to your parents' or grandparents' fridge. But sometimes the old ways hold powerful truths, especially when it comes to rebuilding your strength after 60. Cottage cheese may not look like much, but inside that soft, simple texture lies one of the most effective tools for muscle recovery, hormone balance, and nighttime repair. Frank, a 72-year-old retired mechanic who had spent decades working with his hands, told me he felt disconnected from his body. "I used to feel strong, solid, like my body and I were on the same team," he said. But lately, his grip had weakened, his muscles softened, and his confidence slipped. He just wanted to feel capable again. That's when I introduced him to cottage cheese. Rich in casein, a slow-digesting protein, it feeds your muscles with amino acids all night long, exactly when your body is naturally trying to rebuild. This steady stream of nourishment is key to restoring muscle mass, keeping blood vessels healthy, and improving strength in the areas that matter most to men. Cottage cheese also contains leucine, an amino acid that triggers muscle-building pathways even in older adults, and it's packed with calcium to support blood vessel relaxation and blood pressure control. For men over 60, these are non-negotiable. Best of all, it's easy on the stomach, Perfect for those who no longer have the same appetite or digestion they once did. Frank began having half a cup every night, sometimes adding a few berries or a pinch of cinnamon. A few weeks later, he came back with a refreshed look in his eyes. "I didn't think I'd feel this solid again," he said. "I wake up stronger, and my wife can tell the difference too." That's what happens when you fuel your body quietly but powerfully at the right time. And while cottage cheese helps your muscles and vessels recover, the next item goes even further. It's my personal nighttime prescription for men who want to restore energy, drive, and vitality from the inside out. The ultimate rebuilding shake, a doctor's personal formula. There are moments in my practice when a man sits across from me, tired, discouraged, and quietly wondering why nothing seems to work. He's tried diets, supplements, and workouts, yet still feels like his strength, intimacy, and energy are slipping away. When I see that mix of frustration and surrender in his eyes, I know it's time to recommend what I call the Reset Shake, a powerful nighttime drink specifically designed for older men to rebuild from the inside out while they sleep. This isn't a trendy protein blend or store-bought miracle powder. It's a formula that works with your body's natural repair process during deep sleep. At night, your body is already working to restore damaged tissues, balance hormones, and strengthen blood vessels. All it needs is the right fuel. That's where this shake comes in. It starts with whey protein, fast-absorbing and packed with essential amino acids for rapid muscle recovery. Next, I add collagen peptides to support the joints, blood vessel linings, and connective tissues that break down with age. Then I include leucine, a powerful amino acid that activates muscle-building processes, even in men well into their 70s. Combined, these ingredients deliver the ultimate nighttime recovery support. Take George, 75, who came to me after losing muscle during a long recovery from surgery. He felt weak, emotionally drained, and disconnected from who he used to be. I introduced him to this shake. 1 scoop of whey, 1 scoop of collagen, 3 grams of leucine, mixed with unsweetened almond milk and a pinch of cinnamon. Within weeks, his energy returned, his posture improved, and his sense of pride was back. "I feel like I'm finally rebuilding," he told me. "Not just my body, but my confidence." That's the power of providing your body exactly what it's been waiting for. But even with all these nighttime tools, many men still miss one essential piece. The reason they're not seeing results? It often comes down to a single mistake made every night. The missing nighttime strategy, why most men still fail. I've met countless men who were doing almost everything right. They were eating better, taking the right supplements, even exercising regularly. Yet they still felt stuck, tired, and far from the men they used to be. The truth is, what held most of them back wasn't a lack of effort, but a missing strategy that almost no one talks about: how they spend the last hour before bed. This small window is one of the most powerful healing opportunities of the entire day, especially for men over 60. Your body is naturally trying to rebuild muscle, repair blood vessels, and restore hormone levels during deep sleep. But without the right fuel, it simply can't. Too many men make one of two mistakes at night. Some go to bed on an empty stomach, thinking it helps digestion or sleep. Others grab a random snack, usually something heavy in carbs, salt, or sugar, which throws off blood sugar, disrupts hormones, and blocks the deep rest the body desperately needs. But the most common mistake: not giving the body what it truly needs to repair, high-quality proteins, amino acids, and nutrients that feed testosterone production, muscle recovery, and blood flow. Thomas, a 68-year-old retired construction worker, came to me frustrated. He had been walking daily, lifting light weights, even cutting back on caffeine. "I'm doing everything," he said, "but nothing's changing." I asked about his evening habits, and he admitted, "Sometimes I just skip dinner or have a sandwich before bed." That was the missing piece. We added one small change: a simple, nutrient-rich snack like a whey protein and collagen shake or a scoop of cottage cheese. Within 2 weeks, he was sleeping deeper, waking up more refreshed, and starting to feel like himself again. "I'm coming back, Doc," he said. It just goes to show that your body can only rebuild when it has the tools to do so, and that starts with how you treat the hour before sleep. Now that you know the strategy, the next question is, how fast will it work? You might be surprised. What to expect in 7, 14, and 30 nights? One of the most common questions I hear from men, especially those who've been quietly struggling for years, is, How long will it take to notice a change if I start doing all this? And I understand. When your body has felt like it's slipping away for so long, it's hard to believe that something as simple as changing what you eat before bed can make a real difference. But let me tell you, it absolutely can, and it usually happens faster than you think. Take James, 71, a former postal worker. He wasn't looking for miracles. He just wanted to feel a little stronger, to sleep better, and to reconnect with his wife. Like many men, he was skeptical but committed to trying the nighttime routine I recommended. Every night he chose one or two of the specific foods I shared with you in this video: eggs, yogurt, tart cherry juice, even just a spoon of almond butter. Within 7 days, something subtle but powerful happened. He started sleeping more deeply. I feel like I'm really sleeping for the first time in years, he told me. Not just lying there with my eyes shut. That was only the beginning. By night 14, his energy had noticeably improved. He was waking up more refreshed, less groggy, and even surprised to find himself having natural morning erections again, something he thought was long gone. The change wasn't just physical, it was emotional too. I feel like I'm coming back, he said. And by day 30, that's when the transformation was undeniable. James felt more present, more connected, and physically stronger. He wasn't running to the bathroom during the night anymore. His focus was sharper, and even his wife noticed the difference. She said he looked lighter, more relaxed, and more like the man she remembered. This kind of progress doesn't take months or expensive treatments. It just takes consistency, the right strategy, and a bit of patience. Your body wants to heal, you just have to give it the right support. And once that process begins, the changes come quicker than most expect. But beyond all the improvements in energy, blood flow, and intimacy, there's one message I want to leave you with that matters most. A final word from your doctor. You're not broken, you can be rebuilt. Before we wrap up, there's something I want to say to every man watching this. You are not broken. I don't care what your last test results said, how many birthdays you've celebrated, or how long you felt disconnected from your strength, your confidence, or your intimacy. None of that means it's over for you. What you've heard today, every small spoonful of food, every shake, every tiny change in your evening routine, it's not just about nutrients. It's about something far deeper. It's about reminding your body and your spirit that healing is still possible. Too many good men have been led to believe that aging means fading, that a loss of energy, intimacy, or manhood is something they have to just accept. I'm here to tell you that's simply not true. I've seen men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s who thought it was too late turn everything around. I've watched them regain their power, their pride, and their relationships. I've seen their wives cry tears of joy because the man they married came back stronger than ever. And it didn't happen because of magic or expensive pills. It happened because those men made one decision: to stop accepting decline and start fueling their body the way it truly needs. The power to rebuild has always been there. It's just been waiting for you to use it. Even tonight, as you stand in your kitchen before bed, you have a choice. You can do what you've always done and keep getting the same results, or you can start fresh with 1 spoonful of Greek yogurt, 1 shake, 1 glass of tart cherry juice. It doesn't take much, but it does take action. Just one step in a new direction is enough to tell your body, I'm not done yet. I still want to feel strong, connected, and fully alive. And the best part? You absolutely can. So if this message touched something in you, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with a friend, a brother, someone who may be struggling silently. You never know who's waiting to hear that they're not too far gone to heal. And I want to hear from you too. Drop a comment and let me know what you're planning to try tonight. Your story might be the spark that helps another man take his first step. If you'd like to support this channel so we can keep making content that helps men just like you, consider a small donation. Every little bit helps us reach more people, offer more tools, and change more lives. You're not alone in this, and you never were. So stay strong, stay hopeful, and I'll see you in the next video.